I'm Hollingsworth,
I'm Whitman.
and this is our cost estimating project. In our estimate, we came up with an approximated price to build a lower skin plug. The lower skin plug is a part that is needed for the production of airplane wings that consist of plywood, all-tread, foam, and other materials. We were given the materials needed, along with where to purchase the materials, and a listed procedure of how to assemble the plug. Through our research, we were able to create an estimate of what the cost would be to assemble the lower skin plug. After completing our cost estimate, we were given the actual cost for the lower skin plug and instructed to compare the differences.
So on this slide, you can see the actual cost of the project was $1,713, while our estimate was $1,373. So our estimate for the price was short by $340.
Our materials and labor's cost was also quite a bit different. Our materials cost was much higher than the actual cost. We said it would cost $1,343 for materials when it was really only $153. Our estimated labor cost was much smaller than the actual price. We said it would cost $237 when in actuality it was $1,560.
So reasons that were different is we assumed we would not need to buy materials excluded from the parts list. We also assumed that certain materials such as liquid nail, Bondo, and gel coat would already be present in the shop with the PPE and tools. We thought the workers would make $14.50 an hour when instead they made $95 an hour.
We also didn't utilize the materials well, resulting in a higher cost than necessary. For example, we assumed items 1 through 17 on the parts list would need a sheet of plywood per item, when instead multiple items could be made from a single sheet of plywood. This explains how the cost per part on items 1 through 17 are only $1.11. This is because only a portion of the total material is being used, so only the value of what is being used is shown in the actual cost.
Another reason why our estimate and the actual estimate were different was because we didn't know the labor statistics. In our estimate, we were unsure of how many workers we would need to be required for the job. We also didn't know how many hours were going to be needed to complete this project. And we also didn't know the hourly wage we set was incorrect.
We also forgot to include the programming of the water jet. We assumed that the water jet would already be programmed, but the programming would not take long to upload. We also didn't know exactly how long it would take to complete each task required in the project.
So the differences in materials that we purchased was we purchased PPE for the project that was excluded in the actual cost. We also purchased water jet garnet that was also not included in the actual cost. And we included sandpaper that we believed shouldn't have been purchased for the project.
We were also instructed to use 1/4 inch thick plywood in our instructions, but the actual estimate called for 1/8 inch thick plywood, which was a difference in our materials.
So in conclusion, our cost estimate and the actual cost were vastly different for a few reasons. The first was the lack of knowledge on the more precise details of the project, such as task times, workers needed, and we also differed in the materials cost greatly because we believed we needed more plywood for the project than necessary. We also ended up adding items that were not included in the actual cost, such as sandpaper, that added to the difference. Knowing the mistakes that we have made will allow us to make a more accurate estimate in the future.
Oh.
I didn't know that wasn't on.